This video covers the Region Inspector, which allows us to edit MIDI information contained in the currently selected regions. This is considered region-based editing, which non-destructively applies changes to all of the MIDI events within the regions. When we need to perform more detailed event-based edits, we can open any of the MIDI edit windows to select and alter individual MIDI events. The Region Inspector is displayed on the left of the screen at the top of the inspector. With no region selected in the workspace, the title bar displays MIDI through. Here we can define a set of default parameters for all incoming MIDI performances, which will be applied when the project is in record or playback mode or while stopped. The MIDI through settings will then be applied to all new MIDI regions. Remember that this is all non-destructive, and the original performance is always preserved. We can edit or disable any of the region parameters at any time. We can edit existing regions by selecting them in the workspace. When a single region is selected, the name is displayed. When multiple regions are selected, the Region Inspector tells us how many regions are being altered by the region parameters. When there are different values present in the regions, an asterisk is displayed. We can double-click to overwrite the values, or click and drag to scale the values relative to their current state. First, there are checkboxes for muting or looping a region. The quantize setting makes all MIDI note events move to the nearest defined grid value. The extent to which the notes are moved is directly affected by the cue strength value. By default, this is set to 100%, meaning notes will snap exactly to the grid value. But we may want to back off the percentage to preserve some of the timing of the original performance. The cue swing percentage value alters the position of every second point in the current quantization grid, giving the performance a shuffle or triplet feel. 50% is essentially no swing. Anything above 50% delays every other note, and values below 50% pre-delay them. The amount of swing that's appropriate for a performance depends on the tempo and other factors. Of course, we can change the settings while Logic is playing until we find what sounds best. The transpose setting will move note values up or down in semitones by the set amount. Clicking on the right allows us to select octaves directly. Entire song sections and even track folders can be transposed this way. To guard against drum notes being transposed and triggering the wrong sound, there is an option on each instrument's track inspector to ignore all region transposition settings. Here we can add or remove an amount from the current note velocity, thus altering the dynamics of the performance. Here we can offset the timing of regions, earlier or later in time. Click and drag up or down to change incrementally, or select a note division from the drop-down menu. The dynamic setting also affects note velocities, but instead of adding or subtracting a fixed amount, it alters the difference between soft and loud notes. This effectively works as a compressor or expander, reducing or increasing the difference between low and high velocity values. Amounts above 100% increase dynamics, while values below 100% will reduce dynamics. The fixed setting causes all notes to transmit a velocity value of 64. When used in conjunction with the velocity parameter, any fixed velocity value can be achieved. The gate time setting can be used to alter note lengths, as a percentage of the original note length. Fix produces very short notes, while legato forces note off messages to the next note on event, thus eliminating all space between notes. When the clip length option is checked, the end of a MIDI region will stop any sustained notes that extend beyond the end of a region. This means that the right edge of a region can be trimmed to adjust the length of a sustaining chord. When disabled, notes will play through to their release, regardless of region length. The score checkbox determines whether the MIDI data will be represented in the score editor. This enables us to exclude certain regions from the score that may contain controller or system exclusive data, or even unnecessary instrument parts. The cue strength setting determines how much effect the quantized resolution will have on note position. A value of 100% will force all notes exactly to the grid value, while 0% will leave all notes at their original position. Cue range is a feature that allows us to selectively quantize, based on each note's proximity to the grid value. As an example, with a setting of -30, Only notes that are more than 30 ticks from the grid value will be quantized. All notes closer than 30 ticks will be unaffected. This means we can selectively quantize the looser parts of a performance. With a positive value of 30, only notes within 30 ticks would be quantized. QFLAM works with chords, or notes played at the same grid position, and spreads them out over time. Positive values produce an ascending arpeggio, while negative values produce a descending arpeggio. This is especially helpful when programming the upward and downward strumming style of a guitar player. Q velocity and Q length can be used with Logic's Groove template functionality, which is covered in a separate video. Remember, all region parameters are non-destructive and can be changed or disabled entirely. But there may be times when we need to make these changes permanent, as in the case of properly exporting a MIDI file. With all regions selected, go to the Functions menu, MIDI region parameters, and here we can choose to apply quantization or all region parameters destructively. This will rewrite the note data with the region parameter settings, and the region inspector reverts to its default.